What's up, people? It's 2025, baby. How we doing? We all good? Void, what's going on, brother? Happy New Year. I'm doing good, thanks, bro. Nice to have a good bit of time off, a little reset, you know. At the moment, we're just waiting. We're just waiting at the minute. How was everyone's New Year? Did everyone have a good New Year? Good Christmas? I hope so. Excuse me. Right, I just need to quickly. Just need to quickly do this. Oh, okay, we ran the highs here on Euro. That's a big push there. Yeah, Euro in beast mode. Let's see, has news just come through? No, 9:30 is the last one. We got 1 p.m. We got news, so a little while. But this is fine. We said this in the markup. We give all three of these points because price might well want to push up through into those highs. Let me just. Did everyone have a good Christmas? Well, not necessarily Christmas, but good holidays, good New Year's, I hope. Let me get this on here. So, oh no. My mouse has been playing up lately. I do have a new one on order, so it's coming soon, it's coming soon. Right, you're going to keep working? No, you're going to keep cutting out. Cool. Look at it. I thought it was something underneath, like the sensor, but it's not. It's the dongle. And then I spoke to my brother, who's also like relatively versed in like the computer world, and he said that apparently these mice are just renowned for it. These two highs here. These are the areas that we're looking for price to come to. It's doing it again. It's drawing through it as well now. Okay, so these points have been here since December 30th. This was a New Year high that was put in. So these are longer term points of liquid. So we'll see. I mean, it doesn't have to come up to these, but the reason these are marked is because it's still a possibility. So we're going over to AU here. AU also chopping through quite a lot of highs here, which is good because we have the same thing. AU and EU both running off the same point, which would be the high being ran and the low then being met. We can see if we can come into the higher point here. So you can see the money in, money out. Money out. Money in. Money out. Money in. And this is a good example of how if you follow this money in, money out system with a biasing in mind, if your bias was up, for example, you would buy from the point of this being created every single time. So you would have bought around here, with, let's say, your stop below this low. You could have claimed a nice little 1 to 1.2 maybe. Here, stop below the low. Could claim a nice little 1 to 3. Yeah, not so much with this. That's way up there, but again, the simplicity of the system itself is usable in many different aspects. It doesn't have to be used in the aspect I'm showing you. Whereas I'm waiting for the next money out to come because of what we've done over here to the left-hand side. So we've got to this point now where we're almost running no drawings on the charts. Almost. It's all provided by the Orion system. Now my PC is kicking up a little bit of a stink here. Not quite sure why. Let me just see. So it's been like on and off snowing here in the UK. Straight into the new year with the new the new snow. I'm pretty sure this is bullish. It is. So we might have missed those. Oh yeah, we missed those. That's fine. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about these. This and this. Surely that's a low, right? But these 2 points. These are the 2 points that we were looking to go long because they're 4-hour liquid lows. That's why if you go over to the markups I gave out here, I said, be careful of the scenario that a new low might get created, meaning that you have a new low to target. And you also might create a short-term high, which is what's happened with Euro GBP here. We've created 2 short-term lows, taken them out, and then we're pushing higher. Entered new year of massive flu. Don't usually get sick. That's peak, bro. I hope you're better now. Right, let me just find these emails quickly. Oh, is it there? Okay, right, it is then. Okay, right. Go back to here. I'm just processing some mentorship stuff if anyone's wondering what I'm doing. So apologies. Yeah, so we're just sorting out some of the mentorship stuff. Honestly, first day back, pretty busy. I'm pretty busy, I'm not going to lie. Pretty busy. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new mentorship students. I'm just doing some admin work right now for that. Oh, which means we've only got 2 spaces left. 2 spaces left on the enrollment. But you guys know we're taking it easy. We're always taking it easy. We're not going crazy on anything right now. So what's everyone's New Year resolutions? Do you have one? Do you not have one? Cool. Right, let's get this code. Right, 2 more mentorship students to process, guys. 1 second. We're still keeping an eye on this, obviously. And where's the other one here? Cool. Right, we're good. We are good. Right, so you can see right here, 4-hour high taken out. This is an S100. So we can now set an alert for money out per bar close, 15-minute done. Sweet. So I ended up sleeping on the sofa last night. My son's first day back at school. And he was getting all upset at like midnight because he couldn't sleep. So I ended up giving up my bed. So I spent the day on the well, not the day, the night on the sofa. But I mean, it's not a bad thing because we got a new sofa not long ago, and it's huge. It's absolutely monstrous. So it's not like I was short for space. It's just not the same, you know. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have. So we are going to try and stream again on TikTok at some point. I mean, once Orion's running, which is really not that far from being done now, we're going to have. What's this? Okay, yeah, so Orion at the moment. Oh, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of what it's like currently. Let me just make some adjustments to it before. Okay, so I'm just going to turn off all of the other, and we'll turn on Orion. Okay, so you can see that the biasing's in place, the highs are in place, including thicker lines for daily highs. Of course, the 15-minute translates across as well. So you can see the points that you need to be looking at. Now, we are just refining the tracking currently. But ultimately, it's marking everything, as we said, and it's highlighting everything on the time frames that we need to see it. So there's only a couple more points to make, and then it will just be a case of setting alert on Orion and letting it rock. So we're going to be spending a lot more time in the live streams or in the Discord and stuff, just chilling and making the most of. I didn't even see that high there. It was only when we went on to the 15-minute there that I saw it. Making the most of growing your knowledge from a foundational level to understand the way that the Orion system operates. Because there's going to be some people that aren't going to be in a position to have the Orion system automated for them, which is fine. And that's why we will teach those people to do it. We might as well just leave it running, right? The same thing here. We can put an alert or money out now. Per close. Create. I can almost guarantee, guys, that this is going to pop off. Once this starts, once it's running properly and I start showing you guys what it can do, it's going to pop. Oh, gosh. It's been a while since I've been in the old office chair. Okay, let me just work out what's going on here. Okay. That's fine. So, I believe, yes, bullish bias on gold. So we're still waiting for, oh, that's actually disgusting. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but we had this low here. I didn't even see this. We took the low out, the first money in. Filth. Utter filth. And then because this is a 4-hour high, you target that. So ultimately, the move is done now. Which is fine. Bearish looking for shorts. Yeah, we were only bullish after the gap was left last week. We left the gap and it changed our bias, so we had a switch. But we were bearish before then. So Swiss franc actually taking out the lows here, which is good. That looks fucking dreadful. That looks dreadful in this time frame. We go back to the 4 hour. There we go. Cleaner now, right? There we go. Okay, so we're looking for money in. As you can see at the moment, we have no money in. Zero. Nada. Nada. Oh, what? Oh. The last two. The last two forms I filled out didn't process. I don't know why I didn't notice that until now. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that this afternoon. I can't bother to do it right now. So let's just set an alert on this. Money in per close. I wish there was a way of like automatically setting it so that it's per close every time you set an alert. Pretty sure we're bearish on this, right? Yes. So we're looking for that high to be ran here. See that high? Ooh. Go back to Euro. Oh yeah, she flying. She flying. Notice how if I turn these off, if I turn this off and this off, there's actually nothing on my chart except for some arrows. It's all done by Ryan. Now, I personally prefer the dotted line rather than the dashed line. So once it's out of development, we will make a tweak on that. I prefer it to look like this, which looks a lot cleaner. I mean, that is pretty much, you can see the only difference is this has a lot more processing going on behind it. Excuse me. So we're taking this high here up. Did we have an alert? Did we set an alert on this? I don't think we did. That's the log. Alerts. AU. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Where am I going? Yeah. Oh, my lord. Thanks. It's back. You can tell it's the first day of the year. We spent a lot of time eating lots of food, drinking lots of beer, and just relaxing. Just making the most of it. Now we're back to business. We need to pick up that pace. Pick up that pace. Remember, your money in, money out indicator is telling you when it's time to get involved. So what's going on, everyone? I see there's 6 people in the stream right now. Well, there was. Say hi. Don't be shy. We're all friendly here. Or are we? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So if you're not following us on TradingView already, Pip Surfing Society, when it decides to load, head over to this TradingView account, and as you can see here, open until January. We are very early in January. This is closing very soon. If you haven't already, come and follow us. You can see the markups that we have, and we've we've gradually started working our way from highlighting liquid across highs and highlighting just intermediate structure points, to just highlighting the key levels to watch instead. Just make it as simple as possible. So gold at the minute, working down towards the low. Euro pushing up into those highs. So pretty decent right there. We give markups every Sunday, so if you want to follow along, you can. Ba 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 ba. Still get messages from Vantage-FX, even though I'm pretty sure I cancelled their email notifications. Okay, let me pull. I don't even know where that's gone. Remember, we're just waiting for alerts. That's all it is. We're waiting for alerts. Money out per close on GU. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to get up and jump around. Honestly, this is like... Excuse me, by the way. This is like a thing. As soon as I start streaming, I'm yawning. I feel like I need to stretch constantly. I don't know what it is. Like, I've been here this morning since 8:30, 9 o'clock. It's now midday, and I feel like I'm starting to yawn and get tired. Like, what's going on? What is going on? It's not registering that it's been ran, which is strange. Ugh, I don't know about that. Maybe coffee? Maybe coffee. Let me grab a coffee. Let me do that. Right, I'll grab a coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, look at all the liquid sitting up there. That's disgusting. Leave it on the 15, actually. Right back. What's up, guys? I was talking to my co-owner the other day, and we're thinking that when Orion does start running independently, that we're gonna do like a live stream where it's just Orion. It's literally just Orion doing its thing. Don't have me talking or anything. And we'll just showcase it doing its thing for, X amount of hours. It'll have to be on one pair, obviously, and that's obviously a bit of a pain in the backside. But there's no way to make it automatically change chart, But I think it could be, could be a good one. We've already got an alert for this. Looks like we could be getting something here, guys. Looks like we could be getting something. Gold, we're bullish, so that doesn't really matter. That's 100 as well. There's possibilities here. As well as you, Chef. Make Orion pass funded account challenges? Yeah, we will. We will. We're going to do all of the things that you'd want to see from an automatic trading system. We're going to do a Pip Surfing Society account, which is just going to be linked to the company. We're going to have our main account, then we're going to have 2 sister accounts off of the back of that. And they're going to be set up with different brokers, but they're all going to be running the Orion system. So the principle is that wherever you are in the world, I have explained this already, but wherever you are in the world, you'll be able to join the account, if you were, the operations behind it, like mirror trading almost. And then we're just gonna have fun with it. We're just gonna have fun with it, to be honest. I also saw something that was quite funny the other day, which I think we should do, just for proof of the theory. So we've always said, haven't we, that if you don't have a statistical edge and you don't have, like a rule set to follow, you are probably more likely to win just flipping it 50-50, just on a random day showing up and saying, I'm going to buy or sell. More likely to win doing that. I saw a guy who, on YouTube or Instagram, he has a pet chicken, and he tells the chicken every day, he says, right, what are we going to do today? And he has like two bowls, each with a bit of seed in it. So there's no difference between the bowls. And he puts the bowls down, or he puts the bowls down, and he puts the chicken down, and the chicken either hits buy or sell, one or the other. And then he clicks like what pair, he puts a little bit of seed in different bowls, and it eats out of each one. And it's past like 3 funded accounts. But I'm thinking about doing it with Hudson. So obviously you won't see his face or anything because internet's a bit of a dodgy place. But it'll be like just with his hands, for example. The chicken indicator, exactly. But it'll be just with his hands. So I will give him the option to go long or short on a pair. Give him, a ratio, 1-to-2 or something like that. Like how big of a trade is it going to be? Because I think that will be hilarious. Just to prove a point, that you can have a completely non-statistical approach and be more probable than if you're just chasing FOMO. So we're still just waiting for alerts. If nothing comes through, then we're just chilling. We're chilling. We are chilling. The chicken indicator. The chick indicator. Go back to 15 here. So notice how no money out. There's no money out. We took the highs. No money out here. So we're looking now up into these highs. Now, why is it? I thought that looked a bit odd. So that isn't technically correct, which is fine. It's still in development. So we have two highs there that weren't technically correct. And so we're looking for this high to be ran now. Or a money out to come. Either or. So my friend from Nessab was in the UK for New Year's. Went to the London Eye. I personally didn't do anything for New Year's. I just stayed in. Did anyone go out and do anything for New Year's, or did you all just relax and do your own thing? Build a position long. I just have a small one. Oh, to build your position long, right? Yeah. Possibly. I mean, what I said at the beginning of this week, we can have a look. Actually, you have a delivery coming to the office today. I need to check what time that's due. Profile. We want to be. What's going on? Yes, here. Spine, what's going on, brother? How you doing, bro? Hope you're good. Happy New Year, man. So Euro, we took out the highs, or we're saying take out the highs, but down here, excuse me, forming short-term lows would give us an additional target. Forming a short-term high before reaching the main ones. Okay. A form of manipulation before moving higher. So we'll see. Price creates a new high, sweeps them, forms new lows. So at the moment, this is possible, but this is Euro, but this point right here is the area that I'm seeing a lot of liquid. So based off of the fact there's a lot of liquid here, I'm thinking we could either do this, so where we are now, or play around in here, maybe have like a bad sell setup, and then push up into these highs to go low. But it's all dependent on what happens within this space, whether our bias remains or not. So we have to be realistic. If we keep expanding the way we are now, we're probably going to end up having a bias switch depending on what price action happens tomorrow. or what happens today. Sorry, and I mean we're still pretty early in the session, right? Right. Just need to download these pictures, guys. Bear with me. Just need to download these and then resend them to. Cool. Right. Let me just resend them. 1 second. Renting for a lot of money out. EUGU AU, yeah. You chef money in, yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got all of the alerts set here. Yeah. Money in, you chef, money out, GU, money out, NAS, money out, money out. 2 lots of that. We have UChef as well. Yeah. UCAD. I don't follow UCAD, but we will take a look at it. UCAD. Do I even have UCAD? Oh yeah, sitting there on its own. Eesh. Honestly, that looks pretty rotten. I'm not going to lie. That looks pretty rotten right there. I'm betting DXY going to go down. Very possible. A lot of shit going on over there in America. Very possible, mate. Very possible. I was showcasing a minute ago, Spine, before you turn up, that if I turn off this, and this, there isn't actually anything on my chart. It's all Orion. So, apart from a couple of tweaks, visually, on the higher time frames, it's pretty much there. Like, we'll go to the daily here. Oh, I've turned boxes off, I think. See the last gap. You see the biasing. You see the highs. It's pretty much there. We just need to finalize a few things. Coming together nicely. Yeah, it is. It is. There's some things we need to sort, like the amount of lows it tracks, because it tracks an unfathomable amount of lows when it doesn't need to track all of these. Like, we need to trim these down. And same as the lows, like once it's swept out a certain amount of highs, it should just, clear them off. We don't need to maintain the data of all of these highs and lows. It really doesn't hold the relevance. We could sort of, I would say, 15 either side, maybe 20 either side. It was actually throwing a fault at me earlier on gold, I believe. It was throwing a fault at me. Let me see. 15, no more. Yeah, there has been a couple of situations though where, for example, yes. So for example, there's been like let's say there's been a low here, which you'd use as target, which hasn't been visible because there's been so many lows within here that have been taken out. So you put a cap at 15, and that's the 16th low. It doesn't highlight. So we'll see. So I'm going to go over to gold now and see if it's still playing around with me. This was saying, yeah, look, bearish. when you can see the gap here, and it was last updated at 7:02. So I'm not sure why it's not registering this. Saying bullish on the 4 hour as well. 15-minute bullish as well. So the daily is the only thing that's not. It's a bit weird, but you know. With the gold setup, the long almost tapped in. Didn't give us a long though, unfortunately. GJ. We didn't take that though, did we? Aren't we bearish on this? Money out looking good. Yes. We haven't quite ran that high yet though, unfortunately. But it's definitely there. It's definitely on the table. Yours has? FXCM. I don't know why there's such a shift between the two. Let me go. See what I mean? Like, that just looks like. That is too much. Why are we tracking all that? Like, you could literally cut this. Pretty much. As long as you bring these back in if price comes above those points. Just have these. Or even just to there. Don't need all of this or this, any of that or that. But that's fine. That's what we're working towards. That's why it's in development. FXCM. Oh yeah, but there's no high there on FXCM, is there? Let me check in. Yeah, it's got two highs there. .4 hours. So on my broker, it aligns with what we have here. Sitting just below the low. Just below the high, sorry. But again, that's completely subjective because based off of what we have, there is scenarios where you will just sell off down here and you go, I didn't make it. When in reality, there might actually be a pull sitting here. I don't understand how there's so much discretion between the three. I don't understand how there is, because surely there's only... I'm literally speaking nonsense. Surely there is only so many data providers, right? All good, all good. So me and the partner might be going to look at a property soon. Because at the moment we're in a 2-bedroom apartment, which is fine. You know, it's really nice and big, really big, really, really nice. taking a cigarette break. I'm short gold. See you soon, brother. But obviously with Hudson, with the little one, you know, he's going to be growing up soon, and he's going to need his own room. You know, he's not going to be able to be in our room. So remember, we follow Orion. We follow Orion. We listen to what Orion tells us. And for anyone wondering that's maybe new to the stream, like, oh, this guy's just following fucking indicators. Why is he doing this? Well, this indicator is completely unique. You will not find an indicator like this anywhere. You will not be able to, because it has been built and developed, and it's still in development by myself and the co-owner of Pip Surfing Society. Exactly the same as the money in, money out, and the entry levels. We've actually got lower time frame entry levels too, which we're testing. Talking of that, let's have a look. Let's see. So this is lower time frame entry. That's 5-6. Your lower time frame entry would be here. Would have been there, sorry. And you'll be targeting this low right here. So it's a 6R move. But because we're looking at a biasing of bullish, that wouldn't be that wouldn't be your direction. You'd be looking to go long on that. But that's the principle of the lower time frame, right? Remember, just because we have a biasing that tells us something may happen, it doesn't mean that it has to happen. So I am actually going to remove this and remove this at the moment, because this keeps it a lot more localized. And I'm also going to change this so it's not visible on the hours. So much cleaner, so much cleaner. So we go down to the 15. Get rid of these. This. Actually, let's do this so it's only visible. So we have lines, but they're only visible on... Wait, that's not going to work. Display pivotal moves. Display pivotal moves. We want those. Okay, let's just leave it. Let's just leave it as it is. Just ignore all of the mush over here. We only need to look at what's happening right here. So, as it stands, this is our nearest high. This is the high above. Obviously, very easy to see that. We're looking for our biasing to come into play from here or here. So how's everyone's new year treating them so far? We're 6 days in. Not even a week into the new year. So, where are we gonna go next? We're gonna go over to U-Chef. We're gonna have a look at what U-Chef's doing here. Oh, I've just hit my... Not the goddamn mouse dongle. I'm not sure if I've damaged it myself or it's just worn out over time, but... Excuse me. It just deconnects. It deconnects. That doesn't make sense. It just disconnects if you slightly tap it. The USB port is fine. But you see how it's running now? It's running, it's running, it's running. It's fine. And then it just cuts off like that. It's not... No. There's the mouse. It's a good old mouse. Very good mouse. But the dongle just seems to be an issue. And like I said, I spoke to my brother who's relatively versed in the PC world. And he said that they're notorious for doing it. So I'm thinking of just getting a new mouse anyway, because this one honestly has served me quite well. I've had this for a while now. I've opened it up before, cleaned it and stuff like that. It's very comfortable. I've looked at the newer versions, and the newer versions just don't look as comfortable. You know how, like, for some reason, they do it with cars. The newer versions, they just make everything all square and angled. Like, they're moving away from the whole rounded shape of things. And, like, it's cool in some aspects, but, like, not in mouse design, because I want something comfortable, which generally involves curves. What? Quick 40 on gold. Let's have a look. What's it doing? Chilling at the minute. It's chilling. Now, there may well be a low formed here, but it's going to depend on where the next 4-hour candle forms. Beautiful candle. I'd imagine the gap is like here, give or take. Just a guess. From that high. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say around there, right? 135.5. 135.5, yeah. So that is the high. So if we come back down to this low point, if we come back down to here, then that gap is going to close up completely, right? That's fine. But until we come down, either a little bit to go higher or just go higher, this low won't be formed. Now, if we come all the way down and surpass this, that also will cause that low not to be formed. So we're looking for a close above this level, and preferably with a little bit of a gap being formed here, then that will tell us that we're looking for more pushes to the upside. Now, the other option, now obviously it doesn't really matter to us because we're not in, but the other option would be come down, form another low, which of course is going to take like 8 hours minimum. Form another low, take that out and run into the next high. So that would give you like a consolidation around here and then push high. Or there's another option as well, which is price action really slowly trickles down into here, creates this low, and then we use that to run higher. So they're all like the same scenario, but just different versions of it. They're all in the principle of we're either making a low and running it, or we're running a low that's already been created. But we're always looking for the bullishness to come in, so we're targeting the high. And if we do come down, like I explained, and run this low, which isn't actually formed yet, then we'll probably make a new high here, maybe, which in turn could be your target that you aim for if you were trading from the low. Just the same as here. So we ran this 4-hour low right here. You can see. Follow it down, follow it down, follow it down. Money in. Yeah, so your entry would be here and your stop would go here, but you target this point because it's your nearest 4-hour high. So in this case, the trade itself wouldn't be huge. I'll show you. You're just going to have to use your imagination that tapped in. Obviously it didn't. So it's a 3R. That's not too bad. So it's a 3R move, right? That's great. Now the same thing happens if we get a low created here, and let's say we get a money in that forms like, so we come down, we take it out, then we form a money in like here. So your entry would go there and your stop would go here. Again, don't worry about what the risk reward is on this. This is purely example based. You would then target this if it ends up being a high, like I explained earlier. If this ends up being a 4-hour high, then you would target that. Now, of course, if it doesn't, let's say that doesn't become a high, and that just remains, nice. Let's say it goes like this, right? Then comes down and gets it, and that's not a high, which by some miracle it's not a high. You would just aim for the high that's already created, which is here. I can't draw. I've lost my talent to draw with Epic Pen since the holiday. But let's see. Euro, GU, gold we just looked at. That's 100. Check that trade setup on Discord. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's it. And this, guys, is proof that you don't need to spend $1 million to pick up a system that works properly. You can learn it completely free here on YouTube. Now, of course, if you want to excel your learning, there is ways you can do that as well. But this is Guy right here in the YouTube chat. And we were just talking about this setup. I didn't know he'd posted this. He posted this, what's that, 30 minutes ago. So it shows that he's complete. And look, he's already got this. I don't know what that's marked as. Let me see. He's got that marked as a 4-hour low, which I think he's probably leaving it there in case it becomes a 4-hour low, I would say. But yeah, that's awesome. Make Instagram reels like YouTube shorts? Yes. Yes. Did you like that? You like that? What was it? Soap cutting? Soap cutting, or what was the other one I done? Wax crunching. It's a good one. You know why I made those, right? Because people were making them for like motivational stuff. And I saw it and I thought, every time I see one, I'm there like, oh, the ice is gonna break, you know? And then it goes, stop scrolling, you're wasting time. And it makes me put my phone down and think about it. So I thought if I can at least do that, then I'm achieving, you know, something. If we can get people, but I tell you what, people don't like that reel, mate. People just don't like those reels because it brings them back to reality. So I think that's one of our most disliked reels. I would confirm that in a second. I think we've got like a 60% like rate on that, which is very low. Your videos. But it's because people don't like to hear the truth. You know, we know this anyway. It's got a 65% like rate. Oh, no, wait. That's the one before it. Sorry, the wax one. The analytics are... It reached 1.6 people. 1.6 thousand. And we had... actually brought our channel average down. It had, let me see. It had 13 likes and 7 dislikes. Wow. I love the fact that people see that, or they're like, oh, the wax. And then my voice comes in and goes, stop wasting your time scrolling through shorts. And they go, fuck you, a fucking dislike. People just can't hack the truth. That's why so many people don't stick out trading, because if you're learning it properly, it's not this easy get rich quick scheme that most people make it out to be. Okay, so my package is arriving between now and 4. So we'll keep an eye on that. Cool. Yes, so there may be a property on the table very soon. Why does it keep doing that? I don't understand. It turns it into an absolute mess. So we do have, at the moment, if we go labels, we do have this 4 hour pivotal high, 4 hour pivotal low. So you could have that. You could have that to show if you needed to. Obviously, it's completely development based. So at the moment, I don't have those because we don't need to see that. 8 people right now in the live stream. If you aren't a subscriber already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That was my advertising face. If you are a subscriber and you've been here before, welcome back. How is the timeline going for Orion? Not too bad, but we have had to give you an idea of how complex this system is to automate. The co-owner, who is the one writing the code for this, who is a senior web developer and coder himself. He's very experienced. I'm pretty sure he's been a coder for over 10 years. So he's very experienced. He's the guy that teaches the amateurs when they join. You know, he's the go-to man. He's the one that fixes all the problems. He's had to write custom PineScript code to get to where we are now. So we've actually had quite a few setbacks in terms of the coding of it. I believe, I will tell you in a second without making it too obvious. Let me just quickly move this over here. Be right back. Yes, so we are on, without putting that as a whole screen, we are on version 764. So there's a lot of versions. They're all individual changes, and you can see, he's been working on it nearly every day. Obviously not every day, but 29th, 23rd, 1st, 4th, yesterday. He's been going at it. But he's had to write custom code. So yeah. And I'll scroll down here quickly. So 350 lines of code currently. Quite a lot of code, quite a lot of stuff going on in there. So it's going to be one of the most comprehensive and unique indicators out there. And we can say by a mile that it is the most, how would I say? Not the most, I don't want to say the most, but one of the most comprehensive, if you were, indicators that you will be able to find. 1 second, guys, I should have a phone call. I'll be right back with you. I'm not going anywhere, I'm just muting. Yo, back. 2795 in EU is wild. 2795. 2795. Here? Oh. What, as in money in, money out? Is that what you're talking about? Wait, that's not the point, is it? 795. Is around there. Maybe it is. I'm just going to run toilet quickly. 1 second. For some reason, my mic has developed. Sounds like something out of fucking Jurassic Park. That's the massive long that will come? We'll see. We'll see. We shall see, my friend. Back in 2. Thanks, mate. I'm glad 1 out of the 7 people in this live stream told me I was muted. How long would I have been talking to myself? I don't know. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I'm just there like... I missed a mime. Yeah, it's alright, Gee. I see how it is, mate. I see how it is. Okay, let's go down to... Let's have a look at some pairs that we haven't actually tracked. Are we actually bearish on this, though? Damn, that's a long time bearish right there. There's some bullshit highs. I don't know why they're there. Why are they there? I don't know. Why are they there? Thing is, if I change this to visibility minutes, it just disappears completely. So nothing on that right now. NZD. This is the thing. We can just look at the most random fucking pairs. Let's go and look at some cryptocurrencies. Let's have a look at some cryptocurrencies because everyone's been going, oh, they're going down. They're actually not. They're actually going up. Let's have a look. What's XRP doing? Okay, so there's actually an entry that's just been given. Again, I don't actively trade XRP. I don't actively trade any cryptocurrencies. That would be the trade right there, though. Again, the reason I like highlighting it is because you need to imagine that Orion is running. Orion has no discretion except for a minimum risk reward. So it would take this trade if you had it actively running on XRP US dollar. Or US dollar XRP, XRP US dollar, whatever it may be. Why is my mouse playing up? Should we do a bit of mouse shopping? I think we should. I do have one on order, but I'm thinking, because I'm waiting for it to come back in stock. I'm thinking, cancel that order and just find one. Find one now. I can't deal with this. I've got a plugin. I'm gonna have to use the plugin, but I don't want to use a freaking wired mouse, dude. That might sound a bit snobby, but I've got a laptop, so it's like, this is my substitute mouse. I got a laptop, so I don't really want to be plugging in a mouse, you know. I just want to bop, out comes the mouse. Alright, 2 seconds, guys. Let me just plug this in. All right, we're back in business. What's going on, Ollie? New face in here. Hope you're good. What's your analysis for NASDAQ? If I remember rightly, short. Remember, we're using a system that gives us everything that we need to know. We don't have to have an opinion on it. And we've had this discussion many a times with lots of different members and Discord students and things. Because our opinions of a pair often don't have any real backing to them. So my opinion is that this will come up and take out the high and that it will be bullish. But my system and my rules tell me that we're going to see a sell move from here, here, or here. And worst case scenario is we don't see a sell from here, we don't see a sell from here, we don't see a sell from here, and we just keep going up. And then my opinion was right. But my analysis is going to overrule my opinion 95% of the time, because my opinion doesn't have data backing it up. So, you know, but the overall move that we're looking at here is for sells on NAS 100. And we do actually have an alert, I believe, set on this, so we will not. I sound like a fucking, like an electric moped or some shit. I don't even know. We will know if we get money out here. One minute and 1 minute and our money out alerts are gonna go tilt. Oh yeah. Unless we have a last minute spike. Nothing on this. Nothing on that. Nothing on that. So Euro's the only thing. And if it's Euro on its own, then I'll probably be a bit dubious of that, to be honest. But it's there. So welcome everyone that's joining the Discord today. Remember, if you aren't a Discord member, then you can join with the link down below. Of course, Ollie, no problems at all. Remember, Ollie, if you're not a member of the Discord, you can join the Discord and you'll see everyone else's markups, etc. So, no money out alert then? I don't have one set. That's probably why. There it is. Remember, this is something I always like to put out there. If this goes like that and takes us out, -1, that literally means nothing. It means nothing. Because it's one trade out of an unlimited number of trades. But unfortunately, 90% of people will change the way they approach the market based off of the result of one trade. And that's where you see inconsistencies and why backtesting has no relevance for those people, because they don't act in the same way they do when they're backtesting. I believe we have news coming soon. 13 minutes and we have the inflation rates for Euro. Germany, to be precise. So be cautious of that. Fuck off. Let's see, we've got quite a lot of news tomorrow. Jobs. So if you're avoiding high impact news, then this entry might not be valid for you. I'm personally avoiding high impact news. Have a gap there on broker though, so it does actually align. Mm-hmm. Remember, guys, if you haven't already liked the stream, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber and you want to be one, you know what to do. Join the Discord. It's completely free. We're not going to try and make you pay for some monthly subscription because that's not how it works. If you choose to go and do that, that's completely fine. But we're not going to make you do anything. If you haven't already as well, gone and watched the playlist, which I will find right now. Here. Right here. So let's get the playlist. How have I managed to lose that? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. If you haven't already watched this, go and watch it. It's completely free. You're going to learn everything that you need to learn in these videos. Go and check them out. The Pip Surfing Society website is coming along pretty good. We'll have some visual updates for that soon to show you guys. So what's the time? Time is 10 to 1. 10 to 1. So I think 10 minutes. We're going to head over to the VIP floor in Discord. I think that is what we're going to do. So remember, if you are in this, you can join that call. If you want to join it, you can join it. If you're not a VIP member, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to join, but you can gain access to it just through the PSS store. And I've had it many, many times before where people have said that they much prefer the Discord calls to the YouTube live streams. I think it's just a bit more of a relaxed environment. And it allows you guys the opportunity to actually converse rather than being bound to the keyboard. Excuse me. Everything's just sitting. We have news in high impact news in 8 minutes. Eight minutes. I'm always dubious of accounts that join the Discord that have like 2 days on their account. I always feel like it's a bit Bit of a funny one, that one. Oh, was that gold giving a sell I saw there? Is that what I could see? Oh, no. Oh, gosh. I need to do like some desk yoga or something. I'm turning into a pile of bones in front of you guys. So, does anybody have any questions? Before we wrap up the stream, we're going to wrap it up in like 5 minutes. Does anybody have any questions? Oh my gosh. I do apologise, guys. Oh, that's something I was going to tell you guys actually while you're still here. We have been accepted for our FX Replay affiliate. So I'm going to be able to give you guys a discount with my code. So I just need to set that up. I'm going to set that up today. I believe the discount's 15%, so it's actually a reasonable discount, to be fair. I believe that it is a 15%. Where is it? I have so many fucking emails. It's crazy. Too many, in fact. Okay, 2 viewers left. 2 people left. Everyone said, fuck this guy, we're out of here. We aren't sticking around for the news. Which is a smart idea. You shouldn't stick around for news. Okay. News is in 4 minutes time. That's the setup that we have there on Euro. I've deleted my order because of news. I'm not getting spiked out by no, again, move like that, right? If you choose to trade it, that's on you. Let's just go and check the... Let's see what XRP is doing. Remember we had a little setup there. Again, that's just sitting pretty much at the entry point, to be honest. News is going to, of course, shake that around a little bit. But let's see. Let's see. I don't know why, but Orion causes the chart to really have some like strange ass characteristics. What's going on, Bruno? Happy New Year as well, my friend. Happy New Year to you. I hope everyone's had a great year so far. It's only 6 days in, but of course, every day counts, right? Last year was honestly one of those years where it was like kind of... I would say it was like a mediocre year. It was a mediocre year. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good. Well, I don't want to say it weren't good. It was good. Everything was smooth. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's, got what they need in life. Still making money. We're still doing our thing. That's the main thing, right? And actually, we had quite a few developments. We had quite a few people that did branch out into their own little niches and, find their own sort of versions of trading systems, etc. So that's good. So Euro pushing up here. Remember what I said? This order is not in because we have news coming. In 50 seconds, to be precise. Oh! Yeah. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea, to be honest. 30 seconds. $20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10. 5. Wow. Wow. So it came out better than expected by 0.2%. Okay, so news is here. We're going to head over to the VIP in the Discord. So VIP floor is now open. If you are a VIP member, then please do join. If you're not, of course, you can join the VIP if you want to do so. But we're going to jump in there now and we're going to carry this live stream on and we're going to talk about a few different things, developments of the Orion system, some potentials for what's coming up later today. And of course, we're going to be covering the outlook for the week. So I appreciate every single one of you that's joined me in this live stream. Happy New Year to every single one of you, all of the viewers that are here now, all of the viewers that have already been and gone. Even if you're not here and you watch this on replay, Happy New Year to you as well. As always, it's peace and love. And I will see every single one of you in tomorrow's live stream as we continue this New Year's trading. Peace, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Trade safe, stick to your plan, and always Always what? Always be true to yourself. We'll end it with that one today. Peace out, guys. Love to you all, and I'll see you very, very soon. Ciao for now.